Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to reviving my uncle's farm. So let's see, I have fed the chickens and of course I overspilled it a bit. But today I'm gonna wait up before I go into the town. And I'm gonna try and get a loan. Because I have found a field that I want to buy. And if I'm not successful in buying, I'm simply gonna lease it. Lease the land from a farmer. Did I get everything? No, I didn't. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to acquire another field. And I think it's gonna help this farm immensely because I am running kinda low on the grains and possibly on the... You know what, I'm not gonna bother anymore. And I am running kinda low on the grains and on the... Oops, that's too much. I can only have around 300 liters to put in the seed maker because I have to slowly return and oh, a little bit more. Nah, come on, 171 liters, that's not enough. Yeah, this is proving to be quite tough. I mean, for the love of all that's holy, why is this so quick to dispense? Bit more and wow, perfect, 300 liters. Oh man, in any case I want to acquire more land because I am running kinda low on the grains, and it will also help if I'm gonna have some grain to actually sell at the end of the year. Because right now I'm basically holding to everything I got. So I don't need to buy any seed and stuff like that. And I don't need to buy any chicken feed. Right. Is this set up correctly? It is. Let me just quickly turn this on and let us produce some seed that I'm gonna put in the seeder later on, because I do want to seed on the new field that I get if I can get it, but I think I should be able to, so I'm not expecting any trouble in that regard. I still have quite a lot of seed treatment liquid, so I don't need to purchase anything. I just need to let it run its course and then empty it out into the bucket. I'm not in any rush today because I mean the banks only open at 8 AM and I can slowly take my time and take stuff to the vending machines before the banks open, and then I'm gonna have a chat to see what we can do, what we can get. It would be nice if I could actually acquire a loan, and if not, I'm simply gonna lease it. But the difference is, if I get a loan, I actually own the land, well, technically not until I pay out the loan, but I own the land and I can always sell it and refund the loan if need be. But if you're leasing a field, you basically get nothing. When the lease is dissolved, that's it. So all the lease payments practically go to waste. Alright, let's get it out. I'm not sure, but I think 300 liters of seed was gonna be enough to put barley in the ground. Yeah, and the tractor can wait here. Now I'm gonna go do the usual, load the van up with garden products and then take them to the vending machines. I think I'm gonna have another wool pallet to take to the spinnery, so that's another thing that I will load up. Why is my garden dead? Oh no, what happened? I ran out of water. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. Oh, the whole garden is dead. Okay. Oh. There's no need to reminisce too much. I'll simply load what I have and I'll take care of the garden later on when I return. Oh, that's a bummer. In any case, I loaded whatever I could. So we got 2 pallets of tomatoes and everything else went to waste. What a shame. I will say that I completely forgot about the garden. So yeah, it's all my fault. I got no one else to blame. But in the end I just have to take it, you know. It is what it is. But I should have been more careful. On the bright side, at least I didn't forget about my animals. They all have enough water and feed. Now that would be a disaster. And if certain services would get the wind of my, how should I say, bad taking care of animals, I could get them taken away. So yeah, it's a no joke. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop at the sheep pen, load up whatever we have, and then I'll tag back in when I come to the spinnery, and after that when I come to the vending machines. So see you in a jiffy. Good. So got paid 20, not 20, 2,100 around there. So let me pack the van back up and let me be on my way. Stop number 1 all sorted out. Now to the stop number 2. So coming up to stop number 2. Of course, let the pedestrians cross. They have the right of way. And yeah, go left, okay. Oh look, the flower started blooming again. Beautiful. Yeah, really neat. Okay, so let's take one of you out, refill the machine, and I only have the eggs to sell at the moment. I am going to put milk, or whatever I do have of milk in the barn, into my dairy, because I really want to produce some cheese and butter. And yeah, this is why I didn't hook up the trailer and bring anything here. Okay. Up. Come on. I guess I need to undo the straps. Yeah. Perfect. So the third stop, I need to go to the pub, sell the rest of the tomatoes. I hope the owner is not gonna be too mad about it, because I don't really have the usual stock. No lettuce. Well, I can't help it. I messed up and it is what it is. They're just gonna have to offer tomato salad instead of the regular lettuce. Well, almost 500 for the tomatoes. Now I need to have a stop at the bank. I'm gonna go back to the vending machine area shop. Excuse me, sir. I do apologize for crossing your path. Quite a heavy traffic today. Come on, move. I think this is the best place to put the van, because the town is such a small one. It's actually very hard to get, very difficult to get decent parking space. Okay, well, the bank is calling, so be right back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got the loan approved. I negotiated for 30,000 because I need 36, and I had 14 in the bank, so I'm gonna be left with around 8,000. Now I need to ring up the landowners and make the paperwork, do all the papers and make it come through. The field is not too far from the farm, so I'm gonna show you fairly quickly when I start putting some barley in it. This is so exciting. Anyway, let me go and sort out all the deeds and stuff like that, and I'll be right back yet again. Alright, the land is bought. I am left with 8,216, and while I was in here in the local county, I actually found out there is a fair behind it in this little square. Now, isn't this nice? Local farmers selling their product. So there's some pasta, there's some wheat, eggs, tomatoes. I don't know what that is. So yeah, what a nice little thing. Why didn't I think of something like that? So milk, eggs, potatoes, tomato, onion, ham, and cheese. Sweet. Anyway, time is ticking and I need to return back to my farm and start doing some field work. I need to take care of the garden and all that jazz. So yeah, I have so much work to do, and the time doesn't wait for anyone. So So I will see you back at the farm when I do some quick chores and then go into the fields. Right, so next on the agenda, taking care of the garden. I want to clear up everything I messed up previously, so let me quickly do that. And the tractor is gonna get warmed up in the meantime. So yeah, it's fine to do a bit of yard shunting just to get the engine warmed up and ready. Okay, let me fill it up. Whoops, I bumped into the rake. Come on. Be more mindful, dear possum. Okay, let's start refilling the tanker. And the garden should feel a lot more lively now. Yes. Great. Well, I'm gonna do this a few times, so you don't need to sit through all of this. And I will restart recording when I'm finished. Okay, so I have filled up the water trough, the Bowser, all the way to the top. And now, before I go into the field, I do want to take milk into the dairy while I'm still in the shunter mode. And this tractor also needs refueling. I just noticed that. So I better take care of it before I go into the fields, so I can work uninterrupted until the end. Now for the milk transfer. I have also taken a look at the sheep pen, and sheep are also gonna need some water fairly soon. They're still good for today, but I think tomorrow or the next episode. So that's all we got. We got 280 liters. Wow. Bad. Thank God I'm not reliant on milk production for survival. That would be straight up disaster. Okay, I just want to quickly check what's going on in the dairy, how things are progressing. I have stopped cheese production in order to get more butter, so I get at least one product out of the dairy in some foreseeable future. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, but I'm definitely not gonna get a whole pallet of butter anytime soon. I do need a lot more in milk production in order to start producing anything worthwhile selling. Okay, let's refuel. This tanker was really a good idea. I'm so happy I got it. It's been some time now and it really came in handy. Man, you're a thirsty girl, aren't you? So this is the seed waiting to be put in the hopper. Okay, the pump has stopped. Let me deactivate it. Let's continue. So I need to put the seeder on. There is still some seed from the last season in, but I think it's not enough. I'm gonna have to fill it up. Even though I believe that barley does not consume much seed, so I think 300 liters, 400 liters should be plenty. Okay, let's connect the PTO. Do we have some hoses? I always keep forgetting. Okay, everything connected. Good, let me open this up. Let's dump the seed in. Okay, careful now. Right. Is it in? Looks like it went in all the way. Perfect. Yeah, this looks like a nicely filled hopper. Cover back on. And let's go. So I'm gonna do this in a time lapse, and then when I'm done, we'll go together to the new field that I acquired. And I will say something, it's a good feeling every time when you get to expand your farm, to acquire some new land and stuff like that. So yeah, can't wait. But now, let me do this before I do anything else. Okay, let's put the seeder to around 10 kilometers an hour. Let's turn the PTO on. I want to do a little test seeding just to see if it's working. Kick the soil up a bit. Yep, the seed is in. Perfect. Time lapse time. So this field is all finished up. The headland looks pretty nice. So let's see how much seed I actually have in the hopper. Just under halfway. Okay, and I did get a call. From the previous owner of the field we're gonna go to. And he offered to send me the data of the soil information. But we agreed on certain amount of money to pay him. I'm gonna take care of that right now before I go there, and he said he's gonna send the information to my phone so I can check it out before I go there. So give me a few minutes to sort everything out. Right, so 875 for the soil samples and the analysis. I know it seems a lot, but I think it helps so much that it's actually worth to pay that kind of money for it. Now let me take you on a journey. Let's go see where that new field is. The good thing is it's not too far away, and it's also quite well, it's basically quite small, you know. It's probably the same size or just a little bit bigger than the field we just seeded. So it's gonna be perfect for our equipment. Because if I would get a big field, you know, it would be quite problematic moving the machines there and back and hauling all the grain. I think this is gonna be the perfect situation for us. Okay, when I come here I need to take a right. And then before I come to the dairy, I need to take a left. That ruin looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so I need to take a left right here and then continue straight on this road until I find that field, which is actually touching this road. Not literally, but you know, it's very close to it. Man, there are a lot of empty farms here in this area. And this was the path we took once when we went to the castle, if you remember, in the middle of winter. And this is it. And this is what it looks like. Looks like a perfect cultivated seedbed. Awesome. Now let me close the gates before I do anything else, because I really don't want to damage my seeder in the corner. But I think this is gonna be quite a good access area, you know. We have a quote-unquote big intersection here. It's not big, but it's, you know, big enough. And I think the best way to go around it is to start seeding in this corner and going down the lane and back up. Amazing. So let's dig in. No time to waste. Is it working? Seems to be working. Good. So this is the field all finished. I don't think there's much seed left in the hopper, but yeah. And I have been checking the data that I got sent on my phone, and it seems like this soil right here is at 0% nitrogen. It's completely depleted. Maybe that's why the field was as cheap as it was. Because I think that 36,000 is not too expensive. Which means that I'm gonna have to sort out the nitrogen levels before the field starts growing too much. And I hope it's gonna give me a decent yield. Okay, this approach is kinda bad because I am scraping my tools on the ground. But let's say it's gonna work out fine. Yeah, so because the field is so depleted of nitrogen, I am toying with the idea to lease a fertilizer spreader or ask maybe a neighbor to help me out so I can do the nitrogen shock and all the different stuff that needs to be put in the soil for a healthy crop. Look at the calves. Awesome. So yeah, this is gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great time, and follow for more, for the continuation of this story. There's still plenty to tell, and the farm is expanding, we are growing. So yeah, keep in touch. Take care and goodbye.